It's clown. It's clown. You were the clown. All right, boys. No pausing. Okay. Minimal pausing. JCS Epic Reacts. TTS is getting turned off here. Minimal pausing. Only good takes. I'll reduce the amount I pause to only say something of value. Okay. Actually, you know, I'll just pause and say some random bullshit every now and then. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go.
29. In mid-2018, 29-year-old Grant was unemployed, living rent-free in his parents' guest house in the rural village of Chuliota, Florida. He had not once lived on his own, and had recently been kicked out of an anesthesiology school for lack of attendance, and also fired from a job as a nurse for stealing medication. It was around that time when he decided to experiment with the relatively new realm of online cam sites. These platforms differ from regular porn sites in that they are interactive. Instead of watching a pre-recorded video, users can solicit live performances from models and—
Bro, who goes to those? Who does that? Who does that?
exchange for money. This allows individuals to watch whatever acts they want, but at a price. Using his brother's credit card, he browsed through multiple cam models, spending an average of 20 minutes on each one. Yet it was on the 5th of June when forensics discovered he came in contact with a performer who went by the stage name of Sylvie. And over the following 6 months, Grant would spend over $200,000 of his family's money on this one model. The entirety of his father's life savings that he had saved up from working as a pharmacist for—
What? Wouldn't she feel unethical? I don't, that's why I don't like when one single person is giving me a ton of money. I don't feel it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Wouldn't she feel bad? Right, I would feel bad. If one guy donates like $200,000 to me, I'm gonna be like, bro, that's weird. Unless you're like a literal billionaire, that's weird as fuck.
For over 30 years was gone. He had spent $60,000 from his brother's credit card and had also taken a $65,000 loan out on the house. When his family found out, instead of calling the police, Grant was sent to a behavioral rehabilitation facility for online porn addiction.
The more we try to run from shame, the stronger it becomes.
When Grant got back from rehab on January 4th, his father presented him with a 2-page list of rules he was required to follow if he wanted to continue living at home. One of the conditions was that he ceased—
is he not a— I don't know if he's a porn addict though, right? Isn't he like a hooker addict or something? Isn't it like, it's not porn. Well, it's porn, but it's like having a gambling addiction or something. It's like a giving money and you're getting something in return back that gives you like a fucking like sexual arousal and shit. I feel like. You know? It's a simp. You know what I'm saying?
All communication with Sylvia immediately, but it took just 3 weeks for the family to discover that he had broken the contract and re-established contact with the model via Twitter. On January 24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had—
How old is he here? How old is he, Chad, at this point? How old is he? How old is he? Do you guys remember? 29? What? The cunt's 29 living at home and you're spending $200,000 of your family's money and you haven't kicked him out? Holy shit!
Had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from—
What?
9 a.m. the next morning. Police via Twitter. On January 24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from a 9mm handgun. Grant became the immediate prime suspect as a witness statement from Cody's girlfriend advised police.
What? You killed your whole family, like the actual productive members of society, for what? For what? For a literal cam girl. I mean, that guy had to have some sort of mental instability in his head, bro. This guy's sick in the head. He's sick in the head, bro.
Piece of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some Seminole County detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we
Bro, imagine raising your kid and he lives at home until 29 and then he just kills you and your whole family after he gets addicted to some hooker. Like, imagine that. Imagine living that reality, bro. That's so fucked.
You don't have any weapons.
And he's bald. And he's bald.
Get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative, everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He immediately agreed to accompany them to the police station and sit down for an interview. Reports stated that he wasn't made aware of his family's demise, nor was he advised as to what the purpose of the interview was for. Grant himself didn't once inquire, just reportedly sat silent in the back seat of an unmarked police car, staring out the window for the entire journey to the police station.
That's not how an innocent person would react, would they? An innocent person would not react that way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow. I guess I'll put the captions on here. Fuck, he's bold, dude. Holy shit. That's giga bold. What the fuck? What's he doing? Interview. So he's just doing this. For what? What a moron. You're ruining...
No. I'll hold off.
Knowing your own life.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi.
How are you?
3 other lives.
I'm here.
Just to restate, he has not been told, nor given any insinuation as to why he is sitting inside an interrogation room, and has not once inquired himself.
Hey, we really...
I'll ban this guy. Alright, wait. Did I get him? Was it the right guy? Wait, did I get the right guy? Did I get the right guy? I'll take the guy. Alright. Yo, guys, if you're toxic, I'm going to ban you. Just so you can understand that.
Appreciate you coming up here with us. And if any time during this you need to stop and go to the bathroom, want a drink, then just let me know, and we'll be happy to get to it. My name is Danny Anderson, and I'm a deputy Seminole County Sheriff's Office at Eva.
The investigator's initial plan is to establish a friendly connection with the suspect, which can often be a highly effective tactical procedure to elicit a more detailed discourse. Yet on this occasion, something seems to get lost in the endeavor, which you'll just have to see for yourself when the time comes. This is one of the most fascinatingly aggravating interrogations to ever be released into the public domain.
What?
So we just want to talk to you a little bit, and we'll get this in and out, be on our way.
Okay. What's he going to say?
Full name.
My full name is Grant Tiernan Amato.
Clear name, date of birth, home address, phone number, email, education.
What is there any special nursing degree? What you do, or?
I mean, I have like other certifications. But I mean, with that, like I primarily worked in the hospital for I think 5 or 6 years. Well, I was accused of grand theft of the 3rd degree back in June of 2018. There was no evidence ever presented. All the charges were dropped. I had been applying for jobs for the last couple weeks. I'd gotten like 3 or 4 callbacks, and then I went on a job interview yesterday for a home infusion nurse job.
What time was your interview yesterday?
It was scheduled for 10. I got there at around 9.
Okay, so this is the alibi. Do you know what's fucked up? Is I was kind of expecting to be like really brain dead. I was kind of expecting to be like, that's what I was kind of expecting him to be kind of like low IQ, but he seems to be quite well spoken, right? Like, if you think if you possess like some modicum of intelligence, that you would realize that wait, murdering my whole family is a fucking stupid idea. Like, let's see here. I mean, like, how are you gonna steal from your family if they're fucking dead, right?
And then I think we actually had the interview at about 9:45.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was all good. They didn't have anything. They said that they'd probably be getting back to me by Tuesday or Thursday this coming week.
Get you back to work?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's like it's a crappy world when, you know, you don't have any money.
Sure.
do anything. So
financially, how's the nursing what you did? I'm sorry, I just don't know that much. She knows.
Why is he asking why he's in here?
How does it pay? How does it pay?
I mean, if you work your standard 12 hours a week, you get anywhere between, I'd say, $45,000 and $55,000 a year.
No,
so, I mean,
wait, if you're 16 minutes in an interview and you don't even know why you've been fucking arrested and taken down and getting questioned, like, why would you not be asking? Like, bro, like, what's going on?
it's not bad. I think my best year, I made like $55,000.
55.
Because I rarely worked overtime.
Right.
You know, when I was just, because I had the whole plan of going to graduate school, so I was just kind of using it as a stepping stone for that time.
Just to pay the bills to
Right.
get you where you gotta. Gotcha. And what you were going for.
Gotcha.
What does that pay?
Nurse anesthesia pays, I mean, base like about 150 up to 175.
Okay.
Damn.
High school, where'd you go?
I went to Timber Creek.
How were your grades?
High school and the first 2 years of college, I was A, B, C.
What does that
I
mean?
was in honors in the major program for UCF.
What is ABC?
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends. I had, like, my high school sweetheart girlfriend for about...
Wait, that's your grades? So that means she was in like the okay.
About 5 years. And then ever since then, no, like, official girlfriends, no flings or anything like that.
Dates here and there.
Dates occasionally, but, I mean, not really. Kind of focused on, like, just getting through the life goals that, you know, I wanted.
Bro, are you really would someone who's actually being laid really murder their whole family, like for some cam girl? Like, I mean, really? Like, really? What, you wouldn't, right? I feel like he's just making shit up. Bro, you'd actually had sex with a woman, because what happens is you become, something clicks in your brain, you become far more normal the second you've had sex with a chick. You know, you become far more, like, okay, it's people, well, okay, wait, is it a cause because you've had sex with a chick that you become normal, or does a normal person just have sex with chicks more often? And then wait, I'm thinking, is it correlation or is it causation? Wait, maybe just normal dudes actually have sex with chicks, and then if you've never had sex with a chick, that means, wait, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I don't know. I don't even know. I think he could just be some incel guy, right? I feel like he could, you know. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying.
To achieve.
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? I like to watch anime.
What is it? I'm sorry.
What? Oh my God! Here we go, bro.
Sorry.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I thought you said MMA. I'm like, okay, and then when you started explaining to it,
I mean, I guess
he's laughing.
Animated.
I.
It's like cartoons, I guess you could say, but it's Japanese cartoons. It is in Japanese, and then they subtitle it. Yeah.
Do you speak Japanese?
I was going to say, do you understand?
I don't. I understand a few words. We actually just went to
He's
me,
a
my
fucking
brother,
weeb,
and
bro.
one of my friends, or I guess friends from high school. We went to Japan.
In fact, how long have you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay? That's a lot of money to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a piece of shit. Wait, other hobbies? Wait, I didn't say. I didn't say. What was the other hobby?
I think
To be out of work.
my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, his brother literally hard carried him. His parents literally carried him fucking for 9 years of his life, and then he just killed them, bro. Other hobbies: PlayStation, Call of Duty. Okay, anime, COD, PlayStation, bro. Oh my God.
I think the only other game that we really played was Fortnite, but then that was starting to get to like
Fortnite?
Right now,
Yeah.
the younger
Kids are all over it.
generation.
And actually, yeah, during the time that I was that I wasn't working as a nurse, I tried to do the whole Twitch streaming thing.
What is that?
What? He's a fucking Twitch streamer! Oh my God! What a fucking bozo, bro! Oh, what a fucking bozo!
I'm sorry.
No.
What kind of order where you have to explain a lot of this to us?
With Twitch, it's you got your mic and then you have your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you play whatever game you're going to say that you're playing.
Okay.
Jesus, Twitch gaming, building PCs, virtual reality. Wait, is this what? Hey, this is me now. Hey, this is just me now, bro. This is just me now, bro. What up? Hey, what's going on? He needs to say AI. He needs to say AI, dude. Okay, and then it's actually me.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber. So it's like a rhythm-based game, like Guitar Hero. Apart from that, we really didn't get into too many other games yet, because we were kind of just focused on Beat Saber. But I think we had downloaded a few other where it's just like you're going through like a world and you can interact with the world or something like that.
Close with your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. Okay. My oldest brother Jason is 35 or 36 now.
What a piece of shit.
Talk about Cody.
Cody. You know, we decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. A lot of people thought that it was weird because we did everything together and because we were so close, but.
You fucking killed him, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, a lot of people understand the bond of brothers, though.
Yeah.
The true bond if you're close with your brother.
And I mean, during like this whole time, I mean, kind of like with just a few examples I've given you, he was.
What does he think is happening right now?
Everything.
Always there for you.
Yeah.
Always there to support you.
I guess he thinks, I'm just having a conversation with the cops, and if I just keep in this combo, they're just not gonna fucking ask me about anything, and like, hey, they're not onto me. I'm just having a totally normal. He's not realizing a normal person would fucking ask why they're being pulled in.
There. Yeah, did everything together, connected at the hip.
Ever any issues really with him?
No, like I was saying, during this last 6 months, it had been a very trying time. He would like have his moments where he would get
you stole his money,
extremely upset. Like
you stole his money.
Like he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But like at one point he got so upset that he like pushed a cabinet and then it like dented into the wall. Yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been like where he's.
You were the problem, like, bitch.
Whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm gonna take care of it for you.
For what?
My mom has,
It must have been a bizarre sight for the detectives to witness, when a man who had just allegedly shot his mother in the back of the head gave a reminiscent smile when she was brought up in the discussion.
She's always been the,
How?
It's kind of like Cody. She's always been the one that focused on me.
Head.
And,
take him out. Mother was always there for him, stuck up for him. Wow, dude, what a piece of shit.
Were you the baby? You were truly the family baby?
For my mom.
For the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Okay.
For my mom.
Mom's favorite?
Yeah.
Bro, how do you not beat the shit out of this guy, bro? How do you not? I guess you have to be like, yeah, this dumb fucking bitch, he's telling me all this shit. I'm earning his trust, and he's just gonna fucking expose himself, Like, how do you not just want to beat the fuck out of this guy?
Countless times, my dad would, like, come up to me, and he'd make, like, me feel, like, he'd try and use things and word things to make me feel guilty so that I would, do everything that I can, like get a job.
Almost like a motivation.
Right.
What? You're fucking leech! And you took all his money!
And he'd tell me.
And then you killed him! He literally created you and raised you! Are you kidding?
Time and time again that, you're her favorite. I mean, she would do anything for you. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't need to hear that. I mean, that's not what would motivate me.
Sure.
But no, with Mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of like 3 or 4 times my whole life. Never any issues. I mean, it was always, like, if there was somebody that I could talk to and, like, Cody wasn't available, I'd always talk to my mom. I'd always let her know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, she would help me out through anything.
Okay. Tell me about Dad.
Dad,
what does he do?
Dad's a pharmacist.
Okay.
He works for CVS. He's been a pharmacist for, I think, 35 years or so. My dad was a very, like, angry, violent type person.
Overbearing.
Is he trying to set up some arc, like, it was self-defense with his dad or some shit? Is he trying to set up, like, he keeps, like, mentioning how bad his dad is?
No, like, baseball practice.
He said was. He did say was. You are right.
Practice, it'd be, like, 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're, like, 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was
he's doing the foot in the door technique.
I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, I'm hearing, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you just fucking leech taking all their shit, destroying all their savings, ruining everyone's life. What? When was last time your dad put your hands on you? Okay.
Put his hands on you.
Detectives know about the altercation from Cody's girlfriend.
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be...
Don't want to bring that shit up, does he?
I'd say kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because, you know, with all the
Tambo?
money that had been getting spent and...
Just to be clear, the CAM model has not yet been brought up in the discussion. The money being spent, in this context, would simply be his living expenses.
Jesus.
I guess just the mix of everything that I've been saying, just kind of boiling up in him. And the fact that I was, to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, you know, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, you know, all that kind of stuff. My father chose to admit me to like a depression or an addiction clinic or something like that in Fort Lauderdale.
What a bozo lying bitch, dude. What a bozo. He is just completely bending. Imagine if they didn't know this shit and they actually believed him.
Called Cornerstone.
When was that?
That was December 22nd.
Okay.
Until I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
I didn't, but they said that, you know, this was your only...
Who said?
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
Bro, you're fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Did your mom agree with it?
My mom and my brother both agreed, but it was my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, you know, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go? What was his reasoning?
Because with the way that I was acting, he didn't see that I was doing anything for, like, the positive.
What? Okay, so like, you're not acting jovial enough, and you've got living expenses to pay. So I'm gonna send you to a fucking rehab clinic. Who is buying this story, bro? He's not jovial. Like, what are you on about? No one's buying this story,
a lot of it
bro.
Just came back to money with him. He would like allow me to spend money that he had, like with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was like a huge problem.
Okay, so you had one of his credit cards.
Yeah.
How much?
What were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Who's she?
She's as embarrassing as it is. She's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do either of you guys know what that
Nope.
is?
Just like all the videos, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like it's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay, where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria.
Dying of cringe.
Over in Europe. It's like outside of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
N.A.
It wasn't that serious.
So what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge?
Time, bro. Like
$600 for
fisting.
Like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where all the costs went to was you pay real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for.
What a clown!
So you do this.
What a clown!
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on like Twitter,
okay.
like just through direct messaging. Again, cell phone service doesn't work, so it's like I can't use the chatting. Like
Bro, I bet she feels so. It must be. Yeah, I mean, dude, you would feel. I don't understand how she didn't see the red flags. One guy who's not giga rich spending that much money on you, now he's spam DMing you, bro. After you got put into a fucking porn clinic. Okay, holy shit. And now imagine how shit she's gonna feel as she finds out he killed his whole family to try to get some fucking money to give it to her.
What do you think you spent on this? Because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah, probably close to like $200,000.
Oh, bro, you're lying, bro. Wasn't $300,000?
$200,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam a cam model.
Is that what it called you? A fucking dumb moron cunt.
I was saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming, like advertising, like putting my name out there and that type of thing. So I guess to like bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone. It was
what a fucking clown Twitch streamer, bro! Holy shit! Yo, he's one of those guys who's like got a fucking the fucking $5,000 microphone with the $10,000 two PC set up with like fucking 5 cameras and shit, dude. Like he's got fucking 5 lights next to him, a whole fucking studio developed. Okay, what a fucking with 3 viewers.
A mix of all of those things. It's like he felt like, you know, he felt like
you need to be grounded.
Yeah. And so then I was there, you know, I spoke to like the therapist and psychiatrist and all that stuff. I didn't need any medications for anything. They had analyzed it as, this is an isolated event. You've been out of work, you have this PTSD from the whole getting arrested thing, and I mean, the last thing on my record was like a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. They had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then I was only there until January 4th. So
who paid for that?
My brother, Cody.
What was the cost of that, you know?
$15,000.
So their final diagnosis of you was what?
That I was fine. That
didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
He totally seems like a totally fine guy. Totally fine. He's totally fine. Yep. I mean, yeah, okay.
I was fine. I told them all about like my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated event.
Situational PTSD from.
Right. When I got back, that's where my dad started to get rid.
I got PTSD, so I had to spend $200,000 of my dad and brother's money on a fucking cam girl, dude, over a period of fucking 5 months. Oh, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Really kind of overbearing, and I mean, rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day, hours a day.
Jesus.
He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk to me just about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, you know, a heated conversation?
It would be
yesterday?
Thursday. Because one of his rules...
Wait, what?
Thursday.
2 days ago, day of the murders. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro.
Because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to.
Well, you're a fully grown adult.
But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. So yeah, anyways, on Thursday.
Oh my god, bro! What? To be fair, do you think his mom broke them? Do you think his mom broke them? Like, how do you get? Do you think she's mollycoddling him too much to the point where he's this little sober beta and he can't get a girlfriend, and that's how he's, and, you know, and then his mom is literally going behind the dad's back to do all this shit, and like that's the whole fucking. I don't know, dude. That seems kind of like maybe the mom was like basically they nurture the kid way too hard, and like they, instead of letting them become an adult, they basically hamstring them by constantly helping them and fucking doing all this shit, and then they never get to develop into like an independent, functioning human being. They're like stuck at home, and they're fucking just a little soy boy, and their mom's like, no, never leave home, always stay here, don't worry, we've got you, you know, and then. Sounds like he just need to be kicked out of the fucking house. Dude, I'm telling you, with my kids, bro, second they turn 18, okay, after they finish school, right? They're paying rent, okay, brother? They're paying rent. And if they can't pay the rent, boy, they can't pay the rent, they're getting kicked the fuck out. So either they got a job, or if they're going to uni, right? Okay, then they're going to uni, right? So they're going to, and they're staying at the uni premises, and they're doing all the uni stuff, right? They're doing the uni stuff. That's how my mom did it, and it worked for all our kids. That's the second you either get a job and you pay rent to live at home, or you move out. And it's Giga Chad, and it works because it forced you to like leave the nest. So it forced you to become an independent person. Now, obviously, all of us had jobs growing up as you know, we all had jobs. I feel like that's like something you've got to do. You got to understand. Oh yeah, so you don't just get handouts. You have to actually earn your own fucking money to buy your own shit, to do your own things. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening, bro. Didn't you live with your parents while you popped on Twitch? This guy's is you found on Twitch. When I lived with my parents, so if I come back for more than 2 days, I pay rent. I pay rent, bitch. I was paying rent to my parents the whole time. I was paying rent to my parents the whole time. Yes, that's how it works. If I'm at my parents' house for more than 2 days, I had to pay them rent. That's how they. Okay, you understand, dude? Dude, I got 10% due. I'm. All right.
Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was speaking to her again. You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was like that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like I like, you know, it felt like a relationship. You know, I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it.
So Thursday, you're home all day.
Yes.
With your mom. She works at home.
Correct. Yeah.
Your dad's at work. What's his normal work hours?
He works until, I think he had to go in early that day, because he had to start like doing overtime or something like that. And he normally works though from like 5 or 6 in the morning to, I think he gets home.
Yo, Chad, do we have an emotional relationship, you guys? You guys have a, yo, guys, we're friends. We're like BFFs, right? We get an emotional connection. Yeah, you're getting played. It's called a parasocial relationship because it's fucking one-sided, brother. What the fuck?
Between like 5:30 and 6 at night or something like that.
What time did you get home that day?
He got home at like 5:30, and then he came in and then he asked me in a calmer state, I guess you could say, like basically the leading question of, you know, why do you think we're about to have this conversation? Giving me, I guess, that opportunity to be honest and truthful, to maybe tone it down a little bit. I, of course, did what I always did, where I kind of didn't admit to it. And then he came out and he told me that I had been doing that.
He had proof.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit liar.
He kind of, you know, pulled me up from the couch, and then he was yelling at me to pack my shit up and just get out of the house. That he was the one who had to be the hammer, and that, you know, why am I making him have to go through this, and all this other kind of stuff.
Okay.
I had my argument, and then I'm packing my stuff. I'm, you know, taking it out of the car.
They should have kicked him out a long time ago, brother. And they should not have been giving him fucking credit cards, okay? Holy shit.
It took me like a couple hours to get as much as I could, just kind of out into there. So I left.
Okay.
And then.
What time do you think you left about?
Oh, God. 9 or 9:30.
How are you paying for the hotel?
He goes on to state that he met up with his brother soon after on the side of the road.
And what was the conversation?
Conversation was basically that he was brought up to speed, you know, and that he would take care of it.
He was brought up to speed by what?
This is Grant attempting to frame his brother for a double murder-suicide. You will see this quote brought up repeatedly from this point forward.
He was brought up to speed on,
Jesus, he tries to blame the fucking brother, which literally hard carried him, which is like his best friend for his entire life. Holy shit.
Why I'm out here.
Who brought him up to speed?
My mom.
Oh, so she talked to him?
Yeah.
He told you that mom had talked to him?
Right.
Do you think that's why Cody left work?
According to Grant, Cody had left work a few hours early to meet up with him on the side of the road. Cody had indeed left work early, yet it wasn't to meet up with Grant. It was later proven that while Margaret Amato was sitting at the computer sipping on a glass of red wine, Grant shot her in the back of the head. He then lay in wait for his father to return to the house, then shot him twice in the head as he entered the kitchen. Cody then received a text from his father's number, asking him to come home urgently. Forensics believed that he was very likely pleading for his life soon after he entered the front door. He was found by police with a gunshot wound to the face, lying in the fetal position. His credit card was stolen, with a purchase made to a campsite for $600 and estimated 30 minutes later.
Oh my god, this guy is such a piece of shit, bro. What?
I mean, in my mind, I was just thinking, oh, he had been...
Fucking, they need to fucking tie this guy up, torture him, and then kill him. Like, fuck, he is no longer any use to society. Just get rid of him.
Let off work early like three times already this week, so I was just like...
And now he's trying to frame his brother? Oh my god.
And he leaves to go home?
Right.
And you leave to go where?
And then I stay in that general area just so that if anything happens, somebody like knows where I am. Yeah, I mean, I was staying in that general area, and then I decided to go
to Publix.
He just referred to the Publix supermarket parking lot. This is where he used the free Wi-Fi to log on to the campsite with his dead brother's credit card.
Which is about what time?
Jesus.
Like, between like midnight and 1, I think. Yeah.
And you go to Publix midnight 1, and how long did you stay there till?
I stayed there until like 7.
Tries and gets food, shakes the toe, goes to sleep. What?
Slept there last night?
How do you logically justify this though? How does it like? I don't understand. So wait, his plan was to. So what? So he basically planned? Because it's planned, right? It's not a photo of rage or like self-defense. He like snuck up behind his mum and shot her in the back of the head. That's not like he's not like raging out. So what was it? So his plan is literally to somehow frame his brother, and then what? Just keep spinning his credit card. But how are they not going to know that they're going to check to see if someone's spinning the credit card and be like, well, why are you spinning the credit card? He's a weeb dude. He probably watched too many of those weeb detective films, bro, and thinks he's actually like a 5-head, bro.
Yes, I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to on Twitter.
Oh my god.
On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once. Yeah.
On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to on Twitter.
Yeah. On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once.
The discussion is then brought back to his last meeting with Cody.
And then, when you left Cody, what did he say he was going to go do?
Cody said that he will take care of it.
Take care of what?
Just the situation that was at hand with whatever he had been updated with from my mom.
Did he tell you what he was updated?
He had told me the reason why, like, I'd been kicked out. But he really didn't give me that much dialogue, like, about that situation. You know, he was miffed a little bit because, you know, he had just gotten off work and now he has to go deal with this.
But what was your demeanor? Like, what did Cody see you as? Like, were you
like scared?
Upset?
Yeah, I was scared because, I mean, like I said, it's the first time that I had been out of the house.
We've come and talked to you.
Okay.
You rode up here voluntarily with us to talk to us.
The detective will now initiate the first confrontation.
Here we go.
Why do you think we're having this conversation?
Yeah, here we go.
I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty freaked out at this point because, you know, it's, I mean, I know, like, how the situation was when I left.
You're now about to see the lead interrogator's attempt at getting Grant to confess, in a manner so blatantly obvious that the suspect immediately sees through it.
As a child, we're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
And accidents happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened, but I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I can tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way they talk to me, and the way they answer questions. There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the time. Now's the time. If there's something you want to get off your chest and give us an explanation of what's bothering you, now is the exact time to do it. And I'm giving you that opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes.
Tapped out about that.
I don't know about the strat, bro. I don't know about the strat. I don't know if this is working. He's tried like 5 or 6 times now. Oh my god. That you've kept out of about the time.
You're upset about. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something been bothering you, even though I don't know you from.
Like, if you're innocent right now, you'd be like, what are you on about? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, literally tell me. You would the whole time. You'd be like, tell me why I'm here. Why am I here? Like, you know.
House cat, you see things in people.
To be fair, he's not even doing that though.
Something's really bothering this guy. It's not that, you know, I spent a bunch of money I shouldn't have on this girl. So be it. You did. It's over with. Money can be made back. Something's bothering you.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is. It's in your eyes. Your eyes is the beauty of your soul.
Bruh.
It's in your eyes.
Bruh.
And it sounds stupid, and people don't believe it. Like I told you out there in the car, did I not tell you? You may not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time, because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care. I told him the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right.
Me and Eva knew everything before we asked you the questions. Now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something back.
Okay, dude. It ain't cop straight. This straight is not good, bro. This cop is kind of dog shit. He should have done the foot in the door technique, bro, and baited him into like saying like it was his brother partially, but he was there and he saw it or something. You know, do that whole thing where he admits to like a partial truth, and once they go there, just keep inching it forward. Okay, not this fucking straight with like just confess, pussy.
I can see it in your eyes. People don't believe that the police will help you, but we are actually here to help you with issues you may have. I think something happened, and you don't want to tell us, but right now is the time to get it off your chest. And I really wish you would, because it will make you feel better.
He said his rights read to him and stuff. Like, are they able to use this? Obviously, they can use it. How does it?
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about the night or the periods of time afterwards.
Why are you questioning why you're here, bro?
One opportunity.
It's not working. It's not working.
Make that good impression. And
if anything, he's gonna commit to not saying it now, because he's like ultimatuming it right now, and then he's gonna be like, well, no, I'm not gonna do that, and then he's gonna double down on not telling him, right?
If we've done something we shouldn't have done, you fess up there. You caught your hand in a cookie jar.
Detective Dan's approach here is so incredibly outdated and predictable that it actually seems to boost the suspect's confidence. It's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. He'll begin stumbling over his own words while simultaneously mixing up his analogies, which never made a great deal of sense to begin with.
Oh my God.
You do it. Now,
is there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out, or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours? Did you ever really go back to the house that you haven't told us about?
You'll also notice the female detective interject with something useful every now and then. But unfortunately, she's not the one leading this interrogation. That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus. Guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in a parking lot to a Bulgarian cam model.
I know.
Who just not the one leading this interrogation. That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus. To a guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in a parking lot to a Bulgarian cam model.
Holy shit! It's so fucked, and it's so sad, and it's so sad, and so pathetic.
I know things that you don't know, and honesty will get you all the things I can do for you, to be honest. I can't deal with someone who lies to me, but I'll deal with someone and help them till the end.
Does he really think by telling him Jesus wants you to tell the truth? Like, you think this cunt is gonna, Jesus is gonna forgive you, bro? Like, what the fuck is he on about, bro?
No matter.
He's got the fucking weeb Kuma. He's probably on Discord posting weird femboy shit. Like,
what? Believe it or not, that's just me, and she'll tell you. It's what it is.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say, if I can do something that can help you, I'm going to help you, because every one of us make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done in the heat of the moment to protect ourselves or to protect somebody else. It happens. Now's the time.
It's not going to work, bro.
Now's the time.
So what do you think happened?
To be honest.
I think that there was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about. But we need to know exactly what happened, because like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times. And so we need to know what happened before you left that house, because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved? Like, what brought us to that?
He's not acting like an innocent person at all.
No.
Once you start telling me something that's truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy.
He's a shit psychopath. Like, this guy's a fucking dog shit psychopath. Like, as if that you just simulate a guy. Like, what would a person who's innocent say now? Right? How would an innocent person act right now? You just simulate it, right? Like, just literally just do a fucking, and then, okay, then start acting like that.
You know something's happened at your home. You have law enforcement here. You haven't heard or gotten any emails from
I mean,
your family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to
Why is he
help
asking?
yourself by filling in the blanks of what happened that night so we can give you the answer. Did anything more happen with you and your father besides him grabbing you up from the couch and yelling at you and kicking you out?
Like, if you'd be like, what are you even on about? Tell me what the fuck happened. Right now, it sounds like you're trying to frame me for something that I didn't do. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is, honestly, I'm about to leave this fucking interview if you don't tell me what the fuck's going on, right? That's what you'd be saying. You'd be saying some shit like that.
Anything that at all? Did he harm you, hit you,
No.
draw any weapons on you?
No. He didn't do anything like that. I mean, he was just yelling.
Why wouldn't you leave?
This
Look,
is
you should
the
leave.
time to come to Jesus.
Just walk out. Oh my
So
god.
you know more. I'm looking in your eyes. Your eyes tell me exactly that you are hurting inside. I get it.
Come
Brother, I
to
get it.
Jesus.
You're hurting.
And this is the
You're
only
scared.
time we can help.
Why doesn't that just come up? Like, what did that come up to someone who's like, as an atheist, if someone's telling me to come to Jesus, I'm like, oh, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, that's not gonna do anything unless like doing some come to Jesus shit on some guy who got raised in some Catholic household who was religious, who done some shit. You know, maybe okay, if you know they're highly religious, maybe you could do that. You could do the come to Jesus strap. But dude, doing that to an atheist is just gonna make you look like a fucking moron. Like,
Because once we get to a certain point,
he told you he likes anime, bro.
It's in the hands of who has it.
He ain't going to
Nothing
Jesus.
I can do. Honesty.
Mate, he'd probably be looking at some Rule 34 Jesus fucks Mary porn or some
is
shit.
always the best policy. You get caught stealing a car, you admit to it, I did it, how can I get help?
He's
What
from
have you
NA.
done to help me? And let me tell
He's from
you
NA, so
the
that makes
rest of my
sense. Have sex
story.
with your mom, right? Like,
You're
And
holding
if
back.
something happened that you were defending yourself, then we need to know that.
yeah, this is the strat they should be using. The alternative question. This is the foot. This is the foot in the door technique. You give him a chance to just be like, give a partial truth.
If you were protecting yourself because you were in fear, then that makes sense. But we need to know exactly what happened for you to protect yourself.
You can't minimize.
This guy's a moron. Why isn't he like leaving?
Once a wise man told me one time, once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it.
What are you on about? Get him out of here, bro! What? Is he just trying to confuse him, bro? You what the fuck is that analogy, bro?
The detective's wise man friend was clearly a specialist in nuclear fusion, yet most people would already comprehend that a bomb can no longer be defused once it has exploded.
You can't. That's already out there.
Holy shit.
Now is the point to say, how do I put Band-Aids on myself to minimize the injuries I have? And we're giving you that opportunity.
What?
I want to give you that opportunity. I don't think you're a bad guy at all. I really don't.
The male detective will now for some reason focus on Grant's flaws and the overwhelming embarrassment of the cam girl situation, which is basically the exact opposite of what he should be doing. He seems to get confused about what he's trying to achieve here. He carries a sympathetic tone while essentially roasting the ever-loving shit out of the suspect.
I think you're going through a very stressful and emotional time right now with being out of work and just dealing with all the problems with the arrest. You're probably not used to depending on somebody to pay all your bills. So now you have to do mom and dad or have to give you money. Cody's having to give you money. And there's a significant debt to people. $200,000, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, mortgage, yeah, I get it. Or something like that. Or a medical bill for my child. Yeah, I get it. But talking to some girl, in Bulgaria, you hit it right on the head. You were embarrassed about it. And you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Here it is.
What?
I want to help you.
What?
You gotta come to me with the truth now, because I already know the truth.
There's a reason you didn't go back to the house. There's a reason why you haven't tried to reach out. I mean, it's odd you haven't heard from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's words that like I can't think of to even say. Like, I don't know how to even say the words.
Well, give me a roundabout what you're thinking.
That somebody in my family's dead.
And how does that make you feel if you're thinking that?
I have absolutely no ability to comprehend the words. Because, like,
absolutely no empathy because you're a piece of shit. Fucking psycho, bro.
I've been there for my whole entire life, and even though there's been struggles and everything like that, there has never been any issues.
There's never been the struggles or the issues like happened Thursday. Never for you. I believe you 100%. I believe it's never been
you
like
got
that.
forcibly checked into a free hack clinic for porn addiction because you fucking got scammed $200,000 by a fucking cam girl online.
Thursday, unlike anything you've ever experienced in 29 years of your life. Never.
And maybe you felt that was rock bottom for you.
Shit.
You were getting kicked out of the house. Your father gave you an ultimatum. I mean, that's...
The female detective will now carry out what the male detective was probably trying to do a few minutes ago. She will afford him justifications for the crime, making the gravity of admission less intimidating.
You know, you're already dealing with the debt, and, you know, now you have to stop talking to this girl, and now you're being kicked out of the home. I mean, that's... I can understand how you would feel. I mean, that you'd want to lash out, or, you know, if something happened, you'd want to defend yourself.
Sure. Absolutely.
But we need to know what happened.
I mean, I can tell that you guys are, like, leading me into a certain way of what...
The only thing we're leading you to is wanting to get the truth from you. Not trying to make you say something that's not true, that's not accurate. The truth.
Why is he acting this way, though? I just don't get why he's acting this way.
All we want is the absolute truth.
He's not admitting to it, but he's not acting like an innocent person at all. It makes no sense how he's acting. It makes no... just...
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired during the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah.
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
Well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work. So law enforcement goes over there, and can you tell us what we found?
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would take care of it for me. And that's all that I know.
What a piece of shit,
So if anything happened in the home, to bring law enforcement there, what would you think happened?
That there was a shooting.
What?
Between whom?
I don't know.
Shooting? Who's sitting there shooting?
Between Cody and my dad.
Jesus, what a piece
Why
of
would
shit.
you think that?
To be fair, she's doing the foot in the door technique right now. She's giving him like an alternate thing. This is actually working.
To protect me, or to help me, or to do
there we go, yeah.
with
Oh, it's
me.
to protect you. You're your brother. Oh, you had to kill him. Yeah. Oh, and actually, were you there? Did he tell you about it?
You're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
No. I mean, I don't know, like, what more I can say.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found.
What's this reaction going to be?
So you're the only
This porn
outstanding
acting.
child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days.
But that's his reaction to finding out his full family's fucking dead? Like his literal mom who like high carried him his entire life, dude? Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? That's his reaction. That's his reaction.
Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be saying, like, all, like, I don't know the way to, I don't know, like, what to even say.
So if anything happened in the home, you believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because
He's not even reacting to the fact, like, he's like, oh my god, I need a minute. Oh my god, like, you just told me this shit. He's like, he's just trying to blame Cody. Like, that's all he's doing. It does kind of like Asmongold. Yeah, right. He's got some of the same, he's got the same mannerisms as Asmongold. Unironically, what the fuck? Hello, obviously this is not...
I don't have, access to anything.
We know that Cody didn't shoot your dad. We know Cody didn't shoot your mom. We know Cody didn't shoot himself. There's something.
And you still haven't asked us the condition of them or anything.
That's because I mean, I don't know what the normal proceedings are, but
The normal proceedings are for you to be honest about what happened.
And then we help you understand everything that's going on from here on out, of what our responsibilities are.
And we don't believe you're being honest. We feel that you are leaving something out about what happened in that home. And the evidence tells us what happened in the home. But you need to fill in the blanks.
The suspect's composure was finally starting to slip. This was the perfect moment to draw out the silence to see how he'd respond to the pressure.
Here's my hand for honesty. I am an honest guy. I'm going to be honest. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to be...
He's fucking putting his little hand out, bro. What is he on about? Nobody wants to touch your hand, bro.
Honest to the very last day that I deal with you. And then when this investigation continues, I'll go on to the next person and be honest with them. I can only do so much with honesty. Honesty.
So what are you not telling us? What happened at that home that you know? Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother?
Oh, shit.
Is that how you left your family?
Oh, shit. Finally did. Okay, there we go.
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family? If you were trying to defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now.
The female detective does an excellent job at affording him the option to admit to a lesser infraction,
there it is.
which in this case is self-defense. She provides the option while simultaneously building pressure. It's a textbook maneuver, and she does it very well.
To help you.
Based.
So tell us what happened,
Let's
Grant.
Giga Stace, bro. Let's Giga Stace.
We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that.
Did your father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No, I didn't do any of this.
Hey, I know.
I touched his shoulder, bro. What the fuck? Dude, I reckon they should be insinuating, hey, it was your brother. Did you tell your brother to do it? Did your brother tell you he was gonna do some shit? Like, do some shit like that. Like I reckon he would go with that. Like, play into his fake narrative of his brother doing it. Like, you know, and then see, just so he can incriminate himself, right?
Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you.
I'll get the brother out.
Of people that you'd be surprised who in your neighborhood has video. And I know that there's only 4 people at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video is the.
Get over that hoop. Why is she, dude? Okay, they should really hire a better guy who does this kind of high-profile case, right? They should need to hire someone better, bro. Like, what the fuck?
The video, if you're sitting there saying no, and video shows something else, guess what? Big problem. Because it will wind up later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on is honesty. Was somebody honest? Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you. You want to tell me in the worst way. You want to get this pain off your chest. Do it.
I mean, there's just nothing else that I can say.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
For if I basically did anything related to this, again, costing him a lot of money.
And Cody knew about that?
Right.
So when did you learn that your family was dead?
What?
I had been worried since last night when I was just in the hotel, but
What?
I knew when you guys told me. I mean, like, I knew when you guys had told me.
You already knew, though.
But I had...
You already said... You knew.
At any point did you...
Why would you know that? Why would you think that? Okay, every single day of your life, your family isn't dead. None of your family... Okay, every single day you've woken up and existed, your family hasn't been dead. Right? Why would you automatically make it assumption and know that your family's dead? Like, no normal person would ever think that. No normal person's ever going to think that. Because every single day, his entire life, for 29 years straight, his family, he didn't wake up and his family was dead. But he just woke up and knew they were dead because, what?
Do you feel like you needed to reach out to Cody and see if he was okay, or?
I just didn't want to call anywhere. I just didn't want to know.
We understand your father was abusive. And we understand that he was the asshole.
You make him seem like a bad guy.
He threatened you that he was going to kill you when
Make
you
him
came
seem like
back.
a bad guy, bro.
You were probably in fear, were you not?
Probably did the right thing, man. You probably yeah, you were the man.
So did your brother come home to try and defend you, and then this gunfight happened, and you got so scared that you left?
This version of events would obviously clear Grant of any wrongdoing. The detective is hoping he takes the bait so that he changes his story and can then be placed under arrest for lying to police.
That's literally my strat, by the way. I'm just saying. That's literally... hey, she's doing the strat that I suggested that she should do, by the way. I'm just saying, I would be... bro, shit.
No, I mean,
It's the bait and switch.
I had left when I had said that I had left.
Let him blame it, brother.
I just don't know where else to go to get you to come around, because it does not make any logistical sense of what you're telling us. It doesn't. If these two got in a shooting, we would know. We would know they shot each other. We'd know that.
But why Mom?
Things just got so bad and out of hand, like never it's been before in your life. Never been here before in your life, or your family's life. He's pissed. His future, his retirement, his plans are being upset by you because of the financial cost.
Bruh.
I would almost bet this is just a horrible, bad incident that on any other day wouldn't happen. But you and me both know, as does she, what happened that night.
I don't have the answer for anything else.
Yo, get him, Dan, get him.
This is the last time before I'm gonna walk out and then I'm done. Then I'm done for good. When I'm done, I'm done.
I don't have anything else that
Sakya cannot yet be detained.
I can say.
Do you not feel bad for doing this to your family?
This guy's a bozo, bro. This guy's such a bad cop. The fact that he's speaking without a lawyer voluntarily, like, you wouldn't even end this ever. You would stay in here as long as he's willing to stay in here and keep wearing him down for as long as you possibly can. Like, what the fuck is he doing? What is this shit? This, like, he keeps giving him ultimatums that are just going to make him double down, but in the wrong way.
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction. And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused.
Yeah, I agree with him.
And then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing that I can do to change it.
Do you regret doing this to each one of your family members?
I didn't do that to each one of them.
Here, you sit in my seat for a minute.
What the fuck?
Sit in my seat. Get out of it. Here, sit right here. Come here. Sit right here. Get out of that seat. Sit right there for me.
The suspect still isn't sitting in his seat.
Two things that happened here today.
This is great narration, bro. Holy shit.
And sitting in his seat.
Sit right there for me.
The suspect still isn't sitting in his seat.
Two things that happened here today. Two things. You're a guy swimming out in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to give you one of two things based on you. You can have a life preserver to keep from drowning, or you get the boat anchor.
But what is he doing? What are you doing?
We will give you whichever one you ask for. The life preserver, the boat anchor.
No, I want the life preserver, but I've said everything that I can.
You want it, and I believe you do, but you have not said everything you can say. But there will be a time where you ask for that life preserver. I can't give it to you. I can't. Once I cross the line, I gotta step over. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Bro.
Think about that. I want to talk to her for a minute. Think about the
Get out of the room.
Life preserver I can give you.
Look at her. She's like, holy fuck. Do you reckon this guy's like the chief of the police station or some shit? And he's like forced himself in there. He's like, holy fuck. Just leave, bro. Just get the fuck out of the room. Like, oh my god. Like, he shouldn't be in there. Look at it. Look at that, bro.
I want to talk to her for a minute. Think about the last
Look at her.
Life preserver I can give you. Think about it. Take a few minutes just to reflect on it, and then we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough?
I don't think you give him respite, right? I don't think you give him respite. I think you just keep, because then he could think, wait, maybe I should stop talking. Yeah, maybe I should get a lawyer or whatever. Maybe I should do, maybe I should just leave.
You alright, man? Okay. Need some food, some water? Good. You good to stay for a while longer? You okay?
I mean, I just don't have anything more that I can say. I don't know what the next.
I'm not keeping you. If you want to stay, well, I'll talk to you till whatever, till you're happy with everything and you're okay.
This guy's a bozo,
You're
bro.
not detained. You're not being kept here. Don't want to be here. You don't have to be here.
Why wouldn't why?
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay. Give me a minute. We'll get you out of here. What we'll do is we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me. And we'll move forward from there. Fair enough? Any questions of me before I go? Or before we walk out? I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Like, what am I, allowed to do?
Live your life.
What the fuck?
Hey, man, we are right there at it. Jason's here. It's going to be a few more minutes. What I need to do is just for our investigation, get some pictures of you. We're going to collect your clothing. As soon as that's done, we'll get Jason here to talk to you. All right.
Bruh. Imagine having oh my god, imagine having to hug that guy. I'd be like, what a piece of shit, bro. I would just, I don't know. Do you think you'd be able to get away with just killing him right now? Do you get away with just killing him right now? Because it'd be like a fit of rage? Do you reckon?
Alright, so, I take it you know what happened. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you plain out, you are not part of it anyway?
No.
When's the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between midnight and 12:30.
Hey, brother, repeats what he tells us. There's no emotion around what?
I want to believe you, Grant, but you're the last person that I could put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. Who else can I blame? How are we?
No one else has motive to do that. Who has the motive to kill two old people and their son? Like, and then literally he's stolen the credit card and spinning on a camera 30 minutes after this event happened.
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
The shit you did, you could have been in jail.
Yes.
You would have been in jail for years.
I know.
And they covered it up.
Yeah, cam girl. My bad. Well, cam can be guys and girls, bro. Cam, what are you talking about, dude? Okay, you can have a male cam whore. Okay, it's not sexist. All right, you can pay a dude to fist his own ass if you want. Okay, shit, bruh. Wait, let's go.
Could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years.
I know.
And they covered it up for you.
And then you killed him. Wow.
I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself, and I don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry. I can take you physically, but if you have a knife or know where a gun is, I'm fucked.
He would totally kill him. He would have totally killed this guy. If you were at home, bro, 100% he would have shot your ass. 100%. This sick fuck. I mean, he killed everyone. He killed everyone, man. He even called the brother home to fucking kill him and frame as like his brother, who was literally his best friend.
I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing.
Probably punch him in the throat.
That's all that I can say.
So are you saying that you love the woman?
I feel like I did, yeah.
Okay, you feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much, I mean, it's not what it used to be, is all I can say.
Because she's aware of what has happened in the last several months.
Right.
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before. I do love you, though. Just remember that. Just like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you.
Ugh.
Nobody loved you any more or any less.
Ugh. Bruh. I mean, if I was this guy, I'd just kill myself. If I was this guy, I'd just fucking kill myself. Right? Like, holy shit. What the fuck, dude? I feel so bad. I feel so sorry for, like, that guy's family, bro. Imagine being that guy, man. Your whole family's dead now. And you just get your one psycho brother. Like, what? Holy shit.
You have anything else you need to talk about before we let you go? Because now's your time. You know that. Like Danny said, once you're out of here, there's no coming back from this. We're giving you every opportunity to tell us what happened in that home that you have not told us. So you're aware that when you leave here, you're not going to have any chance to redeem yourself and tell us the truth after the fact.
I understand.
And you're okay with that. You can live with yourself knowing that you're not going to tell us the truth.
I've said what I can say.
Bruh.
You ready, man? Yeah. Question for you real quick. You don't want to hurt yourself. No. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No suicidal thoughts. No. Okay, come on, bud.
Grant was arrested 9 hours later at his hotel. His trial began on August 12, 2019.
Grant Amato was so obsessed with this woman. You're going to see from the evidence in this case, at 2:53 a.m. on January 25th, after leaving the house that contained the 3 dead bodies of his family, the defendant goes to a nearby Publix parking lot, logs onto their Wi-Fi, and uses his dead brother's USA checking account to pay $599.99 to get onto Sylvie's website at 3:02 in the morning. That's what this case is about. It's about his blind obsession.
Imagine it's like it's like a human life or some money. It's for some superficial parasocial fucking shit. Like, it's just like makes no sense how you weigh that up logically, right? It makes no sense.
With this woman, the end of the world, as he believed it to be, because of his family, and his absolute contempt for those that he held responsible.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree premeditated murder.
Grant Amato was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Ugh. Ugh. He didn't even kill himself, dude. Oh, what a piece of shit. Wow. Wow, dude. Bro, hopefully, someone stabs him to death in prison or some shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, yo, guys, let me promote the JCS video.
In mid-2018...
There we go. Meme, guys. You know, in a computer game. There's the video, guys. There's the video. If you want to share that video with your friends. Oh, my God. Some fucking people, bro. Some fucking people.